Hey guys, what's up? How are you? I hope that you guys are having an amazing one today. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jarrell, and in today's video we are going to be trying some new products that I picked up, like the Dolce Gabbana palette. I saw Patty Alonso's video and I literally went like the same day that she reviewed it. I purchased it and it has been sitting here for a little while. I really have not had the time to play with it, and I am super excited to be sitting here and finally be playing with this palette. I also got the new lip glosses from Charlotte Tilbury, and I gotta say that I am not so much of a fan when it comes to the name of it, because you know, like, why? But I did pick up both of the shades, and I also got the Beauty Balm from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I also want to try the new Makeup Forever bronzer, and I also got the Mercier translucent press setting powder, which I'm super excited to try because I already love the loose setting powder, so I know that this is going to be super good. Well, I'm actually just hoping for it to be like an amazing powder. So let's go ahead and get into the video. But if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome. I hope that you guys stick around and subscribe if you guys have not already. I really truly appreciate you just being curious about my channel. I have been doing this since 2017, so you will find lots and lots of video here on my channel. And thank you to those of you that are returning subscribers. You guys have no idea how much you guys mean to me. Thank you so much for just hanging out with me, keeping me company in the comments, liking my videos, sharing them. You guys are just amazing and I really truly appreciate it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the video. So let's go ahead and start with the eyes. That is how I usually start my makeup. But if you guys are interested in a specific product, you can go ahead and check out the description area for timestamps, as well as all the products that I am going to be using. I am going to be linking them down in the description area. They are affiliated, so thank you so much if you guys are using my affiliated links. You guys have no idea. It does help me out. I don't get much, but it's just always like a nice help. So yeah, so I'm just going to add a little bit of this Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer on my eyelids just to cancel everything out. So here we have the Dolce Gabbana palette. I know that it's not super popular just because Dolce Gabbana came out of nowhere with this palette, and so many of you told me that this reminded you of the first palette from Fenty Beauty, and when you guys said it, I totally saw it, and that is so true. Like the whole entire packaging, really attracted to like blue shades and like glittery shades. So this one definitely spoke to me when I saw it on Patty Alonso's video. So let's go ahead and swatch the matte shades just because I want to know like what we're working with. So I'm just going to swatch all of the matte shades first. So here we have all of the matte shades in the palette, and you can see that we have three pink shades. These two right here are not too far away from each other, but we will see how they perform on the eyes. All right, we have this cream black shade. Very interesting. It doesn't have a protector or anything like that, but it seems very pigmented. But let's see. Okay, they feel a little chunky, I'm not gonna lie. This one is super interesting because it had like the yellow and bronziness. Oh my gosh, but this one is so beautiful. And again, a little chunky on the glitter. Doesn't feel like really smooth. And here we have the last shade, which is the blue shade. And again, I mean, I do like the way it actually swatches. I feel like the glitter actually like melts into the skin, but when you first touch it, it does feel a little bit like chunky. Again, this is a cream shadow, which is super random in my opinion, but maybe we can use this one under all of the other shades just to like shift the color or to make it a little bit more intense. All right, so it also comes with this little chain right here that you can just add to the back of the palette, like if you were to hold it as a purse. But who's gonna do that? Who is going to do that? I just don't like the packaging. I think it is plasticky. It's not as luxurious as other packaging that I do have in my collection. So I'm going to take this shade right here with the River 15 brush. I'm going to use the mirror. That I do like, that it has a mirror. Oh yeah, this is very mauvey pinky, and this is pigmented. Okay, so I'm just going to use this on my crease, run it on my lower lashes, blend it up towards my brow when there's not a lot of product on the brush. Just bring it in a little bit on the crease as well. Okay, so the eyeshadow is definitely blending very nicely. I am not having any problem on seeing the shade and also blending it, which is nice. With a rougher 13 brush, I'm going to take the deep purple shade. Just going to add it right here in the outer corner and just blending it just to get a little bit of definition, and also just adding a little bit of that in the lower lashes. I really like the pigmentation and how it's blending out so nicely. Shades like this could be a little bit difficult to work with just because sometimes they want to stay in one place and they do not want to blend, but this one is definitely not doing that, and I do like that. All right, so now going back to the 16 brush from Refer, and I'm going to take this brighter pink right here. Editing Jarrell right here, so I added that brighter pink in between those two shades, like the first shade and the purple shade, and I don't know what happened to that clip. I don't think that I actually filmed it. My camera must have turned off. Sorry about that. Continuing, let's go ahead and try this shade right here. It's like a bluish purplish kind of shade, and I'm just going to add it all over the eyelid, and I'm just using my finger to really press it down, and I'm making it meet with the purple shade that we have right here in the outer corner. So just going back with the Refer 13 brush and a little bit of that purple shade again. That is beautiful. I cannot wait to actually try the blue shades with a little bit of the black, something like that, maybe in a future video if you guys are interested, or maybe I just do like a little short. So that is the only thing that I'm actually noticing that I am not liking besides the packaging, is that this cream right here, whenever I dig in this shade with my finger, like the fallout is actually staying inside the black. So, you know, just to keep that in mind. So now using a BK Beauty 210, I'm going to take the gold shade. I'm just going to add it to the inner corner and just blend it up to meet with the other shades that we have. All right, I don't know how this is going to work out, but let me just use a little bit of the cream shadow and just add it in the outer corner like a little tiny baby wing, and I'm using the What's Up Beauty R111 brush. I'm just going to clean up a little bit in the outer corner. Oh my goodness, this is so gorgeous, so gorgeous. I love this look so much. I hope that the camera is translating what I am seeing in person, but this is absolutely stunning. If you are into colors and you love like that shimmery shade, like super beautiful glittery shades on your eyelid, then this palette is definitely one to check out just for these shades right here. I mean, this is so beautiful. I cannot wait to use the blue shades for sure. I cannot wait. I do have like fallout from the eyeshadow all over my chest and all over my shirt, so just keep that in mind. Maybe you want to use like a glitter glue or something like that. I am going to curl my lashes now. Yeah, and I do have some like glitter on my face as well that no wipe is going to be able to remove. Oh my gosh, I love it. So I'm going in with the Melt Makeup mascara. Guys, I forgot to tell you that I also have the blushes from Rare Beauty. Did I say it in the beginning of the video? I don't think so. And now let's go ahead and move on to the complexion, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Beauty Balm Serum Boosted Skin Tint, and I did get mine in the shade 10. It retails for $42, and this is what it looks like. It does have a shelf life of 6 months, which is not so good for me. All right guys, so after reading a little bit about it, it does say that it is a sheer to light coverage for an even skin tone, so it is going to give you like super like sheer. You can still build it up a little bit. It says that you can actually use it with your fingertips or on the go kind of situations. I don't know how this is going to work with this look that I have going on, but that's okay. We're still going to try it. There's a lot of bullet points here, but it's mostly like a hybrid of like fuse in skincare with makeup. It is also featuring a new technology which is called the HA technology that will plump fine lines and wrinkles. I mean, those are the ones that are really like standing out to me, but it says to apply it to the center of your face and work it out. Yeah, this is like the perfect shade for me because I can barely see it, so I'm just going to use my finger to like blend it into the skin. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this, especially with this eye look, but we will try it. Yeah, it's very balmy, like very a little too much for my skin. I am oily to combination, just in case you're new here. I am oily to combination. I do have an oily T-zone, and this feels a little greasy, but it's more like a balm. It's not so much of a grease, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think that it did anything to my skin, but I'm going to just add it. I do have some discoloration and some redness, so let's see if it evens out the skin. I'm just going in with a brush this time instead of using my finger. What do you guys think? I am like, where is it? Did it do anything? I mean, I do see it a little bit on the forehead. I do feel like it's giving me like a super light coverage. When it comes to the claims of being sheer to light coverage, it is absolutely true. So maybe you can use this underneath your foundation maybe, or a concealer. But yeah, I didn't really see like a huge difference, except that I do feel it on the skin, and it does feel a little heavy. It's not super lightweight, and it also feels like it's a little greasy. I don't know how else to describe it. So I do feel like it actually covered a little bit of the redness. It's definitely evening out my skin tone. It's actually reminding me of this right here, which is the Danessa Myricks like balm. But this right here actually sets. Like, it is so good for oily to combination, a bit more on the mattifying side. It does not feel greasy whatsoever. But this one right here, you do feel it on your skin. It's not lightweight whatsoever, and it does feel like it's more on that like Vaseline balmy side, that it just doesn't set. Yeah, these are two different products, even though they are both like balm kind of products. I don't think that this is meant for my skin. Again, I do feel it so much on the skin. I feel like my skin is going to start like sweating, which is kind of crazy. Like, this right here feels like a little bit too heavy for me, for my oily skin. Like, it's just not meshing well with my skin right now, and I do feel it. Not only do I feel it, but I feel like anything that I put on top of it is going to melt, and it's not going to be very long lasting. It's not giving me like super glowy, amazing, like healthy, dewy skin either. Anyways, it's definitely a product that I need to try and continue on testing out, and just, you know, get a better feel for it. This is just my first impressions. I am going to go with the concealer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is definitely like full coverage, and let me just do this really quickly. Yeah. Let's see how this works on top of that balm. Alright guys, so here is how the complexion looks using the Beauty Balm from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and as well as the concealer. Again, the product that I need to continue using. Let's go ahead and move on to powdering the face with this new powder from Mercier. This is the Translucent Press Setting Powder. It is pretty much the same color as the loose translucent powder. So let's go ahead and use it on this side of my face. This is good. Let me just set right here where I do have some pores. Yeah, it's definitely making my pores disappear, and I love that so much. And it's just controlling the shine as well. Because I am oily to combination, this powder is definitely going to be like super handy for me just to touch up. And this feels really nice and smooth. And again, pores what? Where? I don't see it. Really nice and lovely, like definitely just really covering the pores and making it like super blurring. I just set the rest of my face. Dude, wow. Okay, yeah, this powder is amazing. I do like the little packaging, and that it has a little puff as well, so you can take it with you. Go ahead and now move on to the Makeup Forever bronzer. Now this does have a shelf life of 12 months as well, and this is made in Italy, and I did get mine in the shade 20 Fierce Amber. Classic packaging from Makeup Forever. I already swatched this bronzer on my TikTok. I haven't used it on the skin, but I gotta say that the formula is absolutely intensely buttery smooth. Like, it is in another level of like smooth, super soft, silky soft, really nice formula. So I am very interested to see how this one actually applies to the skin. Not only that, but I actually do want to like test it against my YSL, so I think I am going to do like a separate video for that, because I absolutely have been really enjoying my YSL bronzer. So it does have a little bit of kickback, but I'm pretty sure that these are like really close in shade. Anyways, I am using the Sigma F40 brush, one of my favorite brushes, to apply bronzer.
Water.
Oh my goodness, so beautiful. Yeah, just add a little bit on the forehead. Wow, yeah, definitely love this shade for my skin tone. It's absolutely blending into the skin flawlessly, very smooth, buttery. It's not pulling any of the foundation powder or anything like that onto the skin. It's not dragging. It just feels absolutely beautiful, and it's blending up and building up to the skin really, really nice. So can you see how beautiful and blendable it looks on the skin? Like, it's just so nice, and there's no sheen to it. The formula, again, it's so silky and it's just so easy to blend. Really, really beautiful. Let's go ahead and try the Rare Beauty blushes, and these ones are called the Soft Pinch. I do have the shade in Joy and also in Happy. So here we have Happy on the top and Joy on the bottom. This one is Happy and this one is Joy. And I'm using a clean brush from Sigma, again, the F40. Yeah, you're definitely going to see it. Compared to the bronzer, which is matte, you can see the glowiness that this one is giving me. Because it is glowy, it is definitely going to emphasize your texture, but it's not overly emphasizing the texture that I do have here. Like my fine lines and also a little bit of like a little bumps that I do have, is not overly emphasizing it. But this is a really nice, beautiful color. Especially for summer, this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. So here is Joy again. All right, so I went ahead and cleaned the Sigma F40 brush, and now we're going to try the shade in Happy. I really do like how the Sigma F40 is actually picking up the product, because I have seen other reviews where the brushes are just not picking up enough product, and I think that this is picking up the perfect amount of product. And you can see how intense this is. If you're not into glowy blushes, this is definitely not for you. What do you guys think? You can see how glowy this blush is. This is definitely not on the natural side. It does look like very much like a little metallic, very little, but it's not like a glow within kind of blush. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of that. But you can see the two different shades. Here we have Joy and here we have Happy. So I hope that these swatches are helpful for you guys. Now let me go ahead and just try to fix it. Alright guys, so we have two of the Pillow Talk glosses from Charlotte Tilbury, and this one is in the shade Pillow Talk Fair Medium, and the other one is Pillow Talk Medium Deep. So let's go ahead and start with the light to medium, and here they are called the Pillow Talk Big Lip Plumgasm. So here is the applicator. I just want to try the formula, so I'm going to try the fair to medium one. There is definitely a tingle there right away, so I don't know. I don't know how intense is going to be, but let's try it. Yeah, it feels like minty. So there is definitely a little bit of like that tingle sensation that you have with plumping glosses, but at the same time it does feel like a little bit icy, which is one of the claims that she has. So let me just wait a couple of minutes to see if it actually does anything to the lips. I mean, they are looking really nice and glossy right now, but it is a gloss after all. So let's just wait a couple of minutes. All right, guys, so I'm bringing myself a little closer so you guys can actually see the lips. I don't feel like it did anything, but just really maybe add a little bit of plumpiness, but nothing too intense. But I do have to warn you that if you are not into like plumpy, something that is going to be like a little bit like of a burning sensation around your lips, then this is definitely not for you. I can tolerate it, but I know for sure, just knowing me, I'm not into that. So I'm not going to be like reaching for these ones as much as I thought that I was going to. I didn't really realize that it was going to be, it's not super intense. I just don't like to feel the tingling. Okay, I just don't like it at all, not even a little bit. I don't know why I did this to myself, but yeah, I don't really see myself reaching for these ones as much as I thought I was going to. I do really like the color. I feel like both of them are going to work on my skin tone. So if you are familiar with the Buxom lip glosses, like those right there, I can definitely like tolerate them and I'm fine with them. But for some reason, these ones right here are throwing me off. Like I was not expecting this at all, and now that I removed it, I can still feel like the tingling. So let me go ahead and just add some lip liner. This is the shade in Pillow Talk. All right, so this is for you guys, okay? So here we go. The color is Absolutely gorgeous. The formula is definitely very thin, by the way, and it is pigmented enough where it's actually just going to give you a little bit of color on your lips. If you just want to wear it by yourself, I think that that's totally fine. And also when you're just making sure that everything is nice and even and going like that, it's not moving the product, it's not like disappearing from one side to the other, which is really nice. Again, the formula, it is very nice. It's just the fact that it's a little bit too spicy for my taste. So yeah, by the way, if you get it in your mouth, you're definitely going to feel it. Like, you're definitely going to feel the spiciness. But here is the final look. But you guys, that is it for this video. Remember that the Sephora sale is coming on very, very soon on April 5th. So if any of these products are there, maybe you can get a little discount, which is always so good, especially at Sephora, because makeup is definitely very pricey. But I hope that this was helpful and you can see it in action. But yeah, that is it, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your time, and support. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, and I will see you next time.